Hello, I'm here with Niko from Neat. Niko, the Neat hardware portfolio and your Neat App Hub ecosystem is growing. Could you tell me a bit about what is driving this growth and development?
Yeah, so the growth has been there right from 6 years ago. When we started our business, it was very much focused on the smaller rooms, and that's where we saw a lot of growth. So when we focus on there, what customers are using. So we have been very successful with that. Then we moved on to larger rooms, which is the Neat Bar Pro, and then we moved to personal, which is the Neat Frame. And the latest version of this is Neat Center, where if you combine Neat Center with a Neat Board or a Neat Bar Pro, you're able to cover not only a larger space, it's also much more intelligent to frame you as a person, to frame the audience as the attendees, and it becomes much more interactive and it becomes much more visible who you're talking to. So as we're moving from all these different spaces and then using AI and the applications that we have on App Hub to make it even more better integrate with the existing workflow, I think that is a fantastic value proposition that a lot of our customers are looking for.
Yeah. When I talk to integrators and consultants, one of the demands that's coming from end users is seamless meetings.
Yeah.
1 minute start time. And that's not optional anymore. It's almost become a requirement.
Yeah.
How can Neat products and solutions and your ecosystem help AV professionals deliver these systems that have 1 minute startup time and deliver seamless meetings?
Yeah. So the evolving technology over time, starting a meeting was super important like a few years ago. And then it became like, hello, can you hear me? That was the question.
Yes.
The second question people asked, like, can you see my content, right?
Yeah.
So it's still part of that same startup process of, are we having a meeting? Are we able to collaborate together? Now where the conversation is, now we're in a larger room, which camera is picking me up? And where do I need to look to make sure that everybody feels included in the conversation? So either if I look at the camera in front or look at the person beside me, I ideally would like to have a technology that can take me from each side. The complexity with that is though, how do you set it up?
Yep.
And that's kind of like what we do with Neat Center. That's completely automated that whole process. You set these two things up, it figures out who you are, where you are, and what you're facing, and where the sound is coming from, and everything that's done automatically. And that speeds up things so much.
Yep.
And that's really where it comes down to.
And when I look towards the future of the workplace, right, there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of opportunities. AI is right over the horizon. That's supposed to transform the workplace. How can Neat help AV professionals stay ahead of the curve?
So AI is always at the heart of what we do. So we do not have our own AI engine, but we want to make sure that we work really well with the AIs that people currently are using. So if you're, let's say, using Microsoft or Zoom, it relies on something very simple. Can people actually hear what I'm saying? So sound pickup is incredibly important. And we run a lot of statistics on that. So if you're saying things are being transcribed or you're giving a command or what you want the equipment to do, having good audio is really important. So that's one part. The second part of that is the AI figures out what is actually going on in the room. So in the case of the Neat Center, which I talked about previously, Neat Center figures out who is actually in the room and who's not. What's the picture on the wall? What's the picture on the screen? And by understanding that whole environment is able to provide you the best picture possible. So not intrusive, and AI is something you interact with from per se, but it's all happening in the background. And I think that's where we as Neat really accelerate in providing AI as an extension of whatever platform that you're running.
Niko, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for the questions.